The year was 2008, and during my lunch break in my corporate job, I just went down to have tea, and I overheard a conversation which was going on between a few journalists. Sports journalists were discussing the outcome of the 2008 Euro Cup. Somebody was saying it could be Germany, somebody said it's going to be Netherlands, and I just butted in and I told them none of these teams are going to win. The Euro in 2008 will be won by Spain. They said Spain? Oh, Spain? What are you saying? It's not a favorite, and it's a new team, and they play some tiki-taka. What is this? I mean, I don't think it's going to win. So they were like surprised. So one of them asked me, are you a sports analyst? I told them, no, I'm not a sports analyst. I very reluctantly, because people judge me, so I reluctantly told them, I do different kind of analysis, and it is based on astrology. They said, astrology? Okay. So they just moved off. 2 weeks later, my team, Spain team, was doing very well, and it has reached the quarterfinals. So that scribe, he called me and he told me, his name is Satyarath. He told me, hey, your team is doing well, so can I introduce you to my editor? I said, okay, fine, sure, why not? So the editor said, what is the basis on which you're saying this? So I told him that, all the biggest captains who win a World Cup or a Euro Cup, which are huge tournaments, they are born during particular years. And I reasoned him that, the last tournament was won by somebody born in the 70s, and this time it will be won by somebody who's born in the 80s, and exactly the year is 1981. So this would be the year when the next winning captain would be born. So I told him, because the reason is because that the planet, which is Uranus, was in a very, very powerful position. At that point of time, it was exalted, and it comes into the same position once in 84 years, and that is the reason Iker Casillas, the captain of Spain, has the horoscope, and his team would win. So it finally reached the finals, and they asked me to write my article. It was a very small article. The first time it got published, and it became true. It came true. And from there began my story of, a predicting astrologer, who predicts on sports. I have predicted many sporting events, including cricket, football, tennis, and I've got many of them correct. Okay. So, and many Euro Cups, you can see there on the screen, I have predicted many Euro Cups and I've got them right. So I'm going to be predicting about who will win the 2024 Euro. The captain's horoscope sort of reflects the story of the team, and that captain's chart, if you examine properly, you'll be able to see the clue as to will the captain win or not. And there is a logical progression of the years, so you had 81 born Iker Casillas winning, and then you had a lot of gentlemen born in the 80s, which is 83, Philip Lam, and then 84, 85, 86. So you will have those captains born in those years winning. You had a Cristiano Ronaldo, or you had a Giorgio Chiellini, or you had the last major tournament, the World Cup, was won by Leo Messi. So you have this progression of the years based on the planetary positions. So it could be in 81 it was Uranus, in 83, 84 it was Neptune also came in, became powerful, and in 87 Neptune was in the deep exaltation, Uranus was in deep exaltation, Z was in deep exaltation. So there was a huge run, the run-up that happened. So here you can see the entire history of all the captains who were born in the various years who have won the Euro, and you can also see the coach. The color codes that you're seeing here, indicate the various planetary positions at the time of their birth. So, for example, a red color can mean a Pluto being strong, and the Uranus is indicated by the electric blue, and you have this purple which indicates the Neptune, and so on. The other planets are there. So now this is the history, and if you would see that in between 2014 and 2022. All the 80s born captains have won. 83 born Philip Lam, followed by Cristiano Ronaldo, and all of this. So the Uranus and Neptune have really done a lot in the last many Euro and the World Cups. So you'll always have, the best and the second best kind of horoscopes are winning the Euro Cup and the World Cup. After 87, which was the Messi born in that year, after that 88, 89, those are not so great years because the planet Pluto was debilitated. Besides that, Uranus also got debilitated. So there are no greats born during those years between 88 and 89. It directly jumps to the year 1990. Okay, now in 1990, that's a very landmark year when Pluto, the planet Pluto, was it came into its own house in 0 degrees, which is extremely powerful. And there was also this planet X which came into Libra. Now that's a very, very powerful position. Then after that, it is 93 when the planet Neptune came into 25 degrees and Pluto was still closer to 0 degrees. So that is a great another year. And of course, there are other years in between. So I'm going to now look at the teams which are in fray at this point of time, and I'm going to eliminate teams one by one, and we'll arrive at the final top 2 teams. Okay, all right, so we'll get started. So as I told you, the years 88 and 89 are the years when the captains are born with not so great horoscopes. So I'm going to eliminate these 3 teams, which is Poland, Serbia and Denmark, because the captains are not born with the great hits. Okay. Now, mind you, while I'm doing this elimination, I need to tell you one very important thing, that the captains can change. The captains are the most important figures in, for a captain to go on to win a Euro Cup. Of course, the coach's horoscope is also extremely important, but the captain is the one who will lift the trophy. So, in this is a 1 month long event, and within this 1 month's time, if the captain changes of any team, and then the dynamics of the tournament can change, especially if any other year born captain is taken off, and if a 1990 or a 1993 born captain, a born person goes on to become a captain, then it can be really tournament altering. Okay, so now we have these 3 gentlemen here: Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric and Guram Kashia. Now, as I told you that already the 80s born players have already won major tournaments. In fact, even Cristiano Ronaldo has already been a part of a Euro Cup winning team. Yes, the 2016 Euro was won by Portugal. Though in that match, the final match, Ronaldo was injured and the team was led by Nani, an 86 born. But it is still, a win is a win, and he has already won. He has already completed his karmic quota. So there is something called as karmic quota, which means that you can't extract more out of your horoscope than what is indicated. So I'm not looking at any more indications of victories or higher possibilities for Ronaldo. So now this is big news. This is real big news. If you look around, if you search on YouTube, if there are 100 videos on the Euro Cup outcome, you would see that about 30% of them would favor Portugal. But I'm telling you that Portugal cannot win the Euro. So even Croatia and Georgia also goes away. So yes, I'm also going to eliminate these 3 teams from winning the Euro. So these 3 teams cannot win the Euro. But we are looking at these players born between 91 and 92. Now these years are the years when the planet X, it's an extremely powerful body. It's an exoplanet, and it is extremely powerful, as powerful as the other main planets like Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. And if this planet X is going to be debilitated, then you are losing an important, pointer or a strength of your horoscope is gone. So what does it mean is that all the captains born between 91 and 92, they do not have horoscope which was strong like a Ilko Gundogan or maybe a Harry Kane born in 93. So what it means is that these countries are going to go. So Belgium, Netherlands, Austria, Switzerland and Spain, yeah, these are very big countries. Okay, Belgium is a huge country. Spain is a huge country. And I can tell you what, these teams are not going to win the Euro. Okay, so I am eliminating these teams from winning the Euro. Now, we are looking at now there is a 1993 born captain. As I told you, 1993 is a year when Neptune came into 25 degrees and Pluto was very powerful. So all the others born around this patch with not so good horoscopes as Harry Kane, because Harry Kane is the shining light in the 1993 patch. So everyone else, we need to compare them to Harry Kane. If Harry Kane's horoscope is better than the others, then all the others have to go. So if you're looking at a Slovenian captain or a Albanian captain or a Romanian captain, Romania, yes, I'm keeping him, okay. Slovenia and Albania have to go. They are not as strong as Hurricanes. And also the Turkey and Scotland captain have to go. And even Slovakia and Czech Republic, I'm going to take off all these captains because they don't have horoscope which is stronger as Hurricane. So they all have to go. So now, very interesting thing here is that I have kept this Romania. The captain Nicolae Stanciu was born in 1993 May, and let me tell you something. This man has got a very, very, very good horoscope, a very strong horoscope, and the coach is okay. The team is also like about, it's a very, very young team. Maybe in this World Cup, in this Euro, maybe they may not be able to do much, but then I'm expecting them to become a bigger force probably during the upcoming World Cup, which is 2 years from now. Will they be able to do something really something big in this edition of the Euro? See, Harry Kane is there who has a strong horoscope, so probably may not be able to beat him. But I would say that because of the captain who has such a powerful horoscopes, maybe I'm expecting Romania to probably cause a few, maybe a 1 or 2 upsets. Okay, it's possible. It's definitely possible. They can do that. Can they go on to win the Euro? Okay, maybe an outside chance, but then yes, Romania is a strong team and watch out for them. But because there is Harry Kane, I have to eliminate Romania. So yes, Romania is gone. Now, yes, Ukraine is also 96, so I'm eliminating this team. Now let's look at this 3 teams here. France, Italy and Hungary. Okay, now I want to tell you something very, very, very important here. If you, as I told you, go and have a look at all the analysts, they will tell you, many of them will tell you, about 40-50% of the analysts will tell you that France is an overwhelming favorite to win the Euro. And I want to say something very interesting here. France may not win the Euro 2024, and there are 2 important reasons for that. Reason number 1, Kylian Mbappe, born in 1998, has got a phenomenal horoscope, and that's the reason he is one of the best players in the world. He's born on New Moon Day, Planet Y in the first house, Pluto in the third house makes him a great, he dribbles beautifully, one of the fastest in the world, and he also is a good captain. But the problem is that he has a very weak 7th house. 7th house means beating your enemies. So he will find it extremely difficult to win as a captain. And especially we are talking about an international tournament, he's going to find it very, very difficult. And also, Kylian Mbappe was born in 1998, which is in logical progression of the years. It is it's a year which will have its time. The time will come for Kylian Mbappe, but now is not the time. His time is yet to come. So he can probably win a Euro, the next Euro, or maybe the next World Cup. Okay, maybe even in the upcoming World Cup, he may not be a force. So I would say that Kylian Mbappe is extremely young to win a major tournament like Euro. So one of the reasons why France may not win the Euro. And there is another reason. We're looking at the coach, Didier Deschamps. Deschamps has got another huge history with him. He has won a World Cup and a Euro Cup as a captain of France. And then he also has won a World Cup as a coach. These are mind-boggling achievements. Can he make another achievement like this? No, not possible. So there is a big news, there is a huge news here. I am eliminating France from winning the Euro. Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's true. If France goes, then you're looking at Italy and Hungary, the captains born during the same time. They don't have very strong charts, so I'm eliminating them. So finally, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at those 2 teams which have the highest chances to win the Euro, and those 2 teams are Germany and England. I would say that, within these 2 teams, one of the team will go on to win the Euro. Either of the 2 teams can win. I won't be surprised if, either of the two teams is winning, then, the prediction is true. What goes in favor of Ilkay Gundogan is that he's in the logical progression of the years. So the last best year was 87, and after that the best year is 1990. The next best year is 1993. So Harry Kane is born in 1993, but he's going to come a little later. And Ilke Gundogan is born absolutely at the right time, right now, when Pluto is very powerful. In 2024, Pluto is a very, very powerful body. Neptune is in a strong position. Both the planets are in a strong position in this chart. Chiron is in a strong position. That is also strong in this chart. So he's exactly at the right time to win a major tournament. Okay. Compare it with Hurricane. Hurricane has got Chiron, which is a current transit, in a weaker position. So maybe, probably he may even lead his team to the final, but then if Germany is going to be against them, then probably the chances of England winning can become very less. Or maybe they may be eliminated before that. So if Germany is going to be there in the final against any other team, I would say that Germany should win. And if England is going to be there against any other team except Germany, then England should win. Okay? But within the two, I would say that Germany definitely has the higher chance to win the Euro. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video, and please do write in the comment section as to, if you want to tear me off with your comments, please do that in the comments. And if you feel that there are other factors which go into a person winning a major tournament, then please do write in the comments and explain and tell me why. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel so that you can get access to all those videos that I'm going to make. And I'm going to be making a lot of videos on financial astrology. The world is going to undergo some major changes in the coming year, the next year, and it can impact your finance, your money. So I'm going to be putting a lot of videos on that. The political changes that is going to happen in the US and various parts of the world is also going to impact us. I'm also going to make a lot of videos on that. So please do subscribe to the channel and stay tuned, and we'll meet soon.